guys, it's Matt with Olympus Reptiles. Do you know where your herps are? If you get that reference, you're probably really old, because that's from a really old PSA. Anyway, today is going to be a slight kind of rant. So stick with me. I don't do this too often. Actually, I probably do, but that's what this video kind of is. Because we were just talking, myself and camera guy Kurt, about kind of the future of all of this, which isn't nearly as big as a lot of you I think it is. It's still small, one room. And how much we're going to have to put into it. You know, and it's something we want to do, but I don't think people always realize what the true commitment is. You know, the true commitment isn't money. You know, you got to spend money to get some of these animals and get started. You got to invest that. But that's not where the commitment lies. And that's what I think destroys so many people who get into this. They start seeing, oh, I can do X, Y, and Z, make this, sell it for this, and make money, woo! And they think it's just going to happen, you know. And I think they know, and I'm not picking on any of you, but I want those who are starting out to realize how much work it is just at our level to do what we do. And then think when you have it more and more and more how much work it becomes. It just kind of grows on you. It's kind of crazy. For example, like, I can tell you what my day was today. Okay, it's a Friday. Fridays are my day from hell. Everybody loves Fridays. I love Fridays, but I know it's going to be a crazy amount of work. So like Friday, I get up in the morning, I go to work, my day job. I spend 9 hours there minimum. I then go to the shop. Okay, well today I had to come home and chase an escaped cat. That's a whole other story. Then I go to the shop. Okay, and I work at the shop some. I take care of some things there. And I didn't even get all the work done there I need to do. So I got to go back tomorrow on my typical day off and do more work at the shop. And then I come home, and now it's time to feed our animals, film the YouTube, which honestly that doesn't take very long. I also need to take pictures of animals, which I'm going to do right now while I'm talking to you, to send to a potential customer, which I'm happy to do. I mean, we want to do that. Potential customers are really important. Let me get this guy out. Kurt, we'll put him on a black background for the picture. There we go. So, like, there's all kinds of things that we have to do. And then once we're done with this, we'll have to go through and feed. And Kurt, how late do we usually run today, typically? What's a typical day for us?
About 2 in the morning.
About 2 in the morning. What time does your day start?
Today started at 7 this morning.
7. 7 a.m. to 2 a.m. And that's pretty common. Like, that's normal for Fridays. And it's not just Fridays. Like, it's literally all the time. I'm trying to do 2 things at once because that's how much work we got to do. And I don't want you to think I'm complaining. I'm not. I chose this. I understood what this was going to be as it was going. And I also know that right now is simply a beginning. That's all it is. I know, you're angry because you're in shit. Woo! It's simply a beginning. So like we're going to do so much more of this. Like this is going to be a nothing year compared to what we're going to be doing. Because it grows every year. So like now, when I'm having a hard time just keeping up with what I'm doing, because of a 40-hour-a-week day job, you know, it's just the way it is. I don't know what else to tell you guys. So when you start getting into this, what I don't want you to do is think, okay, buy snake A, breed the snake B, C, and D, make 8 grand, it's simple money, simple investment, and it's easy. Because let me tell you, there's a crap ton of work. And I want to be up front with you on that. Because nobody was really up front with me. As we started growing slow, this is one of the reasons why I advocate to grow slow. We started seeing that. And we know that this year, just to kind of give you a breakdown of numbers, I expect to hatch about 15 clutches. Okay, that's it. 15 clutches. We are not huge breeders. Now we're doubling what we did last year, and next year I expect to almost double it again. Which means twice as many mouths to feed, which means longer feed days. It means more time checking the room every day. It means more time dealing with difficult babies when you have them. It means more time dealing with customer contacts. More time with all of that. And while I enjoy all of that, I enjoy the customers, I enjoy talking to you guys too, all of that does take a little bit of time from your day. So I have to pull time that I would normally give to somebody else. Or normally that I would just sit and just relax. And you lose that time. So you have to be prepared on what the real investment in this is. And it is without a doubt, time. We can't make a living doing this. We can't make money doing this right now. And we can't make a living doing this for at least another 5 or 6 years, at a minimum. That's if the sun and moon align, everything goes great, and things go just absolutely perfect. Then maybe camera guy Kurt and I can at that point. Maybe. Yet we'll keep moving forward. We'll keep doing this. And we'll give more and more and more of ourselves to our dream and our animals. I don't want to make a living with these animals because it's easy or quick money or fast money or anything like this. I want to make a living with these animals simply because then I get to work with my animals every day. I don't have to, feel like I shortchange it sometimes because I'm just so dog tired, or that we're in a hurry constantly, or that I can't find 10 minutes to give to Question Girl. It's a rarity that if you could talk to her and ask her when the last time I sat down to a meal with her was and didn't answer a phone call, a question, type something, post something on Facebook, check my YouTube stats, or talk about snakes, I bet she can't remember the last time I did that. Most of the time it's talk about snakes, because this just dominates everything we do. It's to the point she didn't even tell people I'm a cop. She tells them I'm a reptile breeder, because that's what I typically talk about when I meet people. And I just want you to know when you get into this, one, I'm not trying to discourage you. And if it's coming off that way, that's not my intent. But I also don't want you to get into it and not realizing what it is. And what it is it's a big black hole that's going to suck up a lot of your time. And the more you grow, the more time it's going to take. And you've got to be ready to sacrifice that part of yourself for your animals. Because it ain't easy. It's not quick. It's not fast. It's a lot of heartache and headache, But when you do that, you get to do things like, I don't know, like this one. I'll pull out this one. This is a snake I dearly love. Won't be exciting to most of you. But you gotta do things like this, You gotta work with that animal and clean its cage while I have it out. And I get to look at this animal, and in doing so, I see what it is. And you're like, it's a spider, Matt. What are you talking about? It's actually a het snow spider. So I can see what I'm going to do with this animal generations from now. And I know the project, and I still get super excited. I can't wait to breed this animal next season. It'll be ready. It was almost ready this year. I have my first shot at snows. Have my first shot at a snow spider. And all these other really cool things I can do as we start hitting those double recessive combos. And how excited I get, I haven't lost that. And if you're not prepared for that time, just like we talked about the infrastructure and all of that, if you're not prepared for that time, and you're not willing and ready to give that time, it will kill your passion. It will kill your passion. So you have to know what you're getting into, accept it, and be willing to give that time. And Kurt, I'm going to make you talk, which is going to piss him off. He's already giving me that grin like, really? You're such a jerk. It's the same for him. I know it is with the rats. How many hours did you put in at your day job this week?
This week, I put 50 hours in. Or probably a little over 50 hours. About
50 hours. How many hours do you think you put into rats this week?
Probably about 15 hours.
So there's 65 hours. How many hours did you put at the shop other than rats this week?
I worked a full day on Sunday.
That's about 6 hours. It's a short day for us. So now we're up to 72 hours, right? Is my math good? Then you'll put in another, how many hours cutting this up and getting this ready to go?
This video?
This video. And the next video. Like videos in a typical week.
I don't know, 2 to 3 hours.
2 to 3. And that's because we one take most things because I'm just that talented. Not really. It's because we don't give a crap about editing. We want to be pretty raw with you guys. I actually have no talent. It just kind of works. So another 3 hours. That puts us at 75. We'll say 74 because you have 2 or 3. And then today, and on snake stuff in general on a week when I'm here, how much do you have to put into this room in a week?
Feeding is usually what I help you with, and it's about 3 hours.
So Kurt's got a 78-hour week this week. 78-hour week. And that is every frickin' week, man. It's always a 78-hour week, and that's before he's done anything for himself. And I'm in the same boat. It's 40 hours a work week. Actually, it's 45-hour work weeks for me, and I'm dedicated to work. There's an hour of commute in there, so that takes up 50 hours of my time already. And then I got to come in here. I'm in here every day, at least once or twice a day. I usually work a day at the shop if I can. Not always. I've been gone some. But then I have to work the venomous rack at the shop and clean that, which is a very slow process to clean and feed there. So it is a 70-hour week here as well, at least. So I just want to be upfront and open and let you guys know what you're getting into. But the cool thing is that you cannot do it. Like, you cannot ever reach your goals without hard work. You can't do it. You cannot do it, guys. And, you know, I could have bought this snake, and for the money I've invested, I could have bought it a lot cheaper than the money I've invested. But if I would have just went out and paid money for this right here, I wouldn't appreciate the way I do. I look at that animal, and I look at the last 4 years of busting my rump to build what we have and to get this animal. And there is very few things in life I'm as proud of as that. Most things I'm as proud of in life is that are family members. Like, you know, my little great niece that was here the other day filming with us. I'm extremely proud of her. But very few things that make me as proud as that. That's what it all means to me, and that's what it's worth to me. You got to find what it's worth to you, what's going to make you willing to put in that many hours, because that is what it's going to take. And that 80 hours will become 90 hours next year, then 105 hours, then 120-hour weeks. Like, that's what's coming. I know it. Kurt knows it. And we couldn't do it on our own. So it's a good thing that I have somebody who's as dedicated as me to help me with this. And I have a snake that wants to bite my face off right now. I love you. Why? Why? Why can't we be friends? Great eater, hates me. So anyway, I don't know. I'm sure Kurt will look at this video and decide if we should post it or not. But I just want you to realize what you got to put in. There's no shortcut. There's no easy way. Like, this is how it has to be done. Blood, sweat, tears, and time. It's all about sacrifice. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. It can be done. Many people have. You can reach that goal. It's just going to take a lot. And it's going to come down to how bad you really want to get there and how much you're willing to push. And we're not there yet ourselves. But I can tell you that's what it takes. Kurt, you got any questions?
No.
Come look at this little thing. Angry monkey. Don't bite me. Come on, stop that. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Sorry Zeus is a little pissy, but I guess, you know, when you are the king of lightning and thunder and the king of Olympus, you can be kind of an angry god if you want. So thanks for watching, and sorry it's a little serious, telling a little bit of a rant. And what kind of brought this video up is I see so many people who get into it. I just don't think they're prepared for what's coming. This isn't directed at anybody in general, so if you feel like I'm trying to yell at somebody on here, I'm really not. It's mostly people I've seen in person. They're just not prepared for what that sacrifice is really going to be. They think, it's just a couple snakes and a couple rats, no big deal. And it's so much more than that. I want you, as you get into it, to be prepared, just for one, your own sanity, and two, for the health and sanity of your animals. It's just kind of what it takes, guys. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. I'll be a happier tone next time I do, I promise.